Hello AOS fans, Robin back here again. Today I'm doing an unboxing for you, and you can probably see it's the game Aristeia with an exclamation mark. This is made by Corvus Belli. They make Infinity, a game I've never played, but I have rather admired the miniatures of. I just going to have a look through this. I've not played it yet, so I'm going to have a quick look through the box with you, see what we like. There's some minis in there. We'll have a look at those. Have a quick chat about the game, and then hopefully Pete and I will play a game soon, and you guys can watch that and see what you think. I'll just quickly run through what the game is like. 175 years into the future, humankind has reached the stars. As the hyperpowers vie for the influence in the shadows, citizens use their permanent connection to Maya, the interplanetary data network, to revel in a bespoke deluge of thrills. Of course, no form of entertainment is sought after as Aristeia, the human sphere's favourite extreme blood sport. The pinnacle form of blood sport is an armed evolution of the Fight Club, the modern incarnation of the gladiatorial game and the greatest spectacle for all but the faint of heart. It's a two-player tactical action game. Take control of a team of 4 characters and fight for prizes and glory under the delighted gaze of 1 billion viewers. I don't think we have 1 billion viewers yet on this channel. Coordinate your character's unique moves to spectacular effect in a variety of exhilarating scenarios. Customise your tactics deck, field your favourite fighters, harness their unique abilities, and rise victorious in the Hexadome arena. So it's a hexadome, so it's a hexagon with hexes on. And it's interesting, we've been doing a lot of Shadespire on this channel, and this almost feels like a cross between Shadespire and Blood Bowl. You've got decks, you've got people fighting in the sport. Bloodspire or Shade Bowl. Could have called it that if it was a Games Workshop game, but it's not a Games Workshop game. It's by Corvus Belli, it's Aristeia, and I'm going to take the lid off in just a moment. Okay then, so here we have Aristeia. You can see the nice artwork on the front, the ultimate sports show it says. Now the artwork, my 5-year-old, I'm slightly embarrassed to admit, he said that it looks like Overwatch. And my 12-year-old corroborated this and said it does indeed look like the Overwatch artwork, and it does. And some of the characters are quite similar, which is interesting. But they're different enough. And I think the game artwork is very appealing. One of the reasons I was looking forward to getting hold of a copy of this. So I'm going to take the lid off there for you. How to play Aristeia sits on the top. So this will be a simple walkthrough of the rules with a list of the components there you can see, and the board, the underdog, setting up your first game, arrange the scenario. So I've had a quick flick through this already, and it basically has your first turn broken down for you, and as you can see it's got custom dice. So again, echoes of Shadespire there, although of course the games would have been made in tandem, so I'm not suggesting that they're in any way copied from each other. They just happen to have evolved at the same time. But it's an interesting game. I think it would be interesting to compare it to Shadespire. We get 3 books in the game, so there's the contents of the game there, which is kind of the point of this video. But anyway, so this is the how to play. So that'll be the thing to read first, and then we've got Aristeia Access Guide to the Human Sphere. I think this is kind of like this is the fluff, as it's more commonly called these days. So information about the players in the game. So we've got Miyamoto Musashi, 8 Ball, looks like a giant panda. Major Luna, it's really hard, the camera's in the way to read. Garter, and the teams are made up. It's 2 teams of 4, and they're made up of these Pavati, these characters, and if you look on the back here, more characters are on their way. Great to get those. We'll see if we can enjoy this game first. Wild Bill, little Western influence there. Hexar, looks quite unusual. Hexar. Maximus, very Space Marine character there. And then there's stuff about Aristeia and the human sphere. I don't know anything about this. I don't know how much this dovetails with Infinity. I've never played Infinity. There's some stickers here. I'm not sure what they are for. The game doesn't end in the box. Global League Season 1. And there's another game on the back called Outrage. which is a manga inspired by the Infinity Universe. I did an advert for that. And here we have the board. So the board is a hexagonal board with a stylized A in the middle, and from my brief cursory reading of the rules, players start in these zones here. You can see they've got numbers on 1, 2, 3 over there, 6, 5. I'm guessing that one over there must be 4. And the middle is the scoring zone with the A and the exclamation mark on it, and you have to run your players into these areas to score. These are block tokens, block zones, and there are various other counters you can put on the board to change things. So that's the hexagonal playing area. It's a nice board, strong board, and it is double-sided. So you've got an alternative playing area, although I should just throw that over there. The blockages look like they're the same. And these are the 2 player ends. If it was Blood Bowl, these would be the dugouts. And I quite like the fact that these fit on a corner of the board. He says not showing you at all. They fit on the corner of the board. I can't show you that very well. Try that way around. There you go. They will fit on a corner of the board. So there's 2 of those. An orange one and a green one. And then there's a full reference guide. So the how to play is quite slender, but the reference guide suggests there's a complexity to this game, which will please some people. And there's a big reference guide. This again, it says don't read this until you're playing, and you'll find some things you don't know the answers to, and you can look them up in here. So there's a nice reference guide there, which I like. Lovely tokens, blood drop tokens, and various. These are the things you can put on the board to block them up. I don't know what these are for. So there you go. There's the tokens, more tokens, or a good array of tokens there. 3 bloods and an Aristeia token. I think that might be the first player token. Custom dice in various colours with various symbols on them. So these have got 3 shields and 3 blank ones. I think they're the defence dice. Shields are defence things. And they have different phases. Exclamation marks, I think, are more like criticals. I can't exactly remember. I did skim through the rules. I can't exactly remember. But basically, your characters roll variations of these dice against one another. So you might roll some, and then different things cancel out. And you roll some, your opponent rolls the other, and then you total up the number of shields, and the number of exclamation marks, or the number of stars. And various different things happen depending on what your attributes are and what it is you're trying to do. There's a deck of cards in there, which I won't open now. And there's some, I think they're the player cards. I think it has an initiative system, so you can turn order 1, 2, 3, 4. You can choose what order you put things in, and then the higher initiative goes first. I think that's how it works. It's a kind of secret, not hidden movement, but hidden initiative game. So there's a couple of decks of cards. There's Wild Bill on the back there, and then the miniatures, which I guess is what we're interested in. Might flush up some stills of these. The miniatures are resin, and obviously they come grey. I really like these. They're really elegant. Better than some of the other. I mean, I'm a big GW fan, as you know. But these are on a par. They're not quite as good, I don't think, as the GW figures, but they're on a par with them. They don't feel quite so weighty, but they're nice figures. They're better than a lot of GW competitors or other miniatures makers games out there. So that, in a nutshell, is Aristeia. It's a nice compact box. It's got some good stuff in it, particularly the minis. I like the minis. I'm not always a fan of custom dice. So I'm just going to have a look at the cards while we're here. So we've got dodge, take aim, focus, no, cancel the effects of the opponent's tactic. Fortune favours the badass. You listening, Pete? Fortune favours the badass. Catch your breath. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. I like that one. Tushido, Sorado, Kazido, don't know what they are. Block, barrel through, badass, boom. Dance for me. Spot an opening. Holographic sight. I misread that as something else to start off with. Ricochet, snakebite, swerve, go all out. Quicksilver. So yeah, you can see there's loads of cards in here, and then these ones on the back for each of the heroes. And they have the stats on them. So I think one of these is defense, one of these is attack. So this one is roll green dice and blue dice, blue dice and blue dice, orange dice. So that's the game. Do ask questions about it if you want to know anything. I'll try my best to answer them. Hopefully by the time this has gone up, Pete and I would have played a game of this. With our next session is scheduled to be Aristeia. Looking forward to playing it. I'm going to try and get a game in with my son over the weekend too, so I actually vaguely know what I'm doing when I come to play Pete. So that is Aristeia, a new game from Corvus Belli, unboxed for you by Agents of Sigmar. I hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you shortly or soon with a full game video playthrough. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye!